Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for our first Star Wars Dark Side event figure preview video. Before we begin, I want to say a massive thank you to Ryan Kirkwood for going out in person and snapping these gorgeous high-res pictures. Show Ryan some love in the comments below because without him, this series literally wouldn't be possible. If you are looking to grab your very own copy of Lord Starkiller, I have included a link to Pop Collectibles in the description below. As always, do your own research, make sure you're comfortable before buying. I've also added in the discount code Justin's Collection for 5% off your order if you do decide to buy from them. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon, and join button, so you're notified as soon as a brand new Hot Toys Star Wars Dark Side event figure preview video goes live on the channel. Now, Lord Starkiller is a bit of a strange choice. I mean, don't get me wrong, this thing looks bloody awesome, and we're about to get stuck into it, but why not just normal Starkiller? For those of you who don't know, this is an alternative look for him based off a couple of DLCs for Hoth and Tatooine from the first Star Wars The Force Unleashed game. And they also didn't include a Sam Witwer head sculpt, which I find quite bizarre because Sam went on to voice Darth Maul in the Clone Wars. He's a massive Star Wars fan. It would have been a very nice touch to include an unhelmeted head sculpt. There are some more strange choices that we're about to get to. Like I said, I'm still happy we're getting him. It's just a bit of a head scratcher. Speaking of head scratches, I am so sorry. He does come with a bunch of hands with these huge claws coming off the fingers. I wouldn't be surprised if they were made of a slightly softer material, not enough for them to warp out of the package, but also not enough for them to break if some pressure is applied to them as you're trying to connect the hands to the wrist pegs. So this is what I was talking about with the choices. Why does he only come with one USB powered lightsaber when dude has two lightsabers? So you get two of the normal hilts, but only one USB powered one. So immediately, for me, this is a write-off. I'm never going to display him with only one powered saber, and the other one just not illuminated. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why they're not giving us two USB powered sabers. The display base, as simple, as straightforward as they come for Hot Toys Star Wars figures. It's the old school metal grate flooring style base. Now, I've got some good news when it comes to the outfit. We'll get there. The boots, split cut boot design, sculpted plastic, no pleather. And based off Ryan's pictures, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that there isn't any pleather on this entire figure. I know you can see something that looks an awful lot like pleather. I don't think it is. Again, we'll get there. The boots have sculpted buckles and wrinkles and stitching, and because it's a split cut boot design, although this picture does a terrible job of highlighting it, you will be able to get tons of ankle tilt, so you can have him in a dynamic pose with his feet flat on the base. So take a very close look at that thigh right there. The texture of that material looks like waxy canvas to me, not pleather. This almost looks like just straight fabric with a bit of a sheen to it. If that is indeed the case, color me very impressed because that's Hot Toys listening. They know durability is important. They are not focusing on selling us a future Starkiller. They want to give us one that's going to stand the test of time. If they have gone with a different material and it's more durable, I kind of wish they'd have used it for their upcoming Return of the Jedi Vader, because that guy is going to have a pleather undersuit. So we'll just have to wait with bated breath to find out if Hot Toys are indeed trying something different. One of the other dead giveaways is, see that chest area with the texture on the material and the blue shading over the top? I don't think I've ever seen them do any kind of shading on pleather, so this could very well be a brand new style of fabric for Hot Toys. So he does come with a bunch of different little hilts on his belt area, and the clips do look like they're made of real metal. And the one around the front can be used to hold his actual own hilt. the power supply situation for the USB powered saber is going to be interesting because he's got a lot going on already, and he's not wearing a cape, unlike Darth Vader. So there's not necessarily a spot to hide the darn thing. This might be one of those cases where it just has to be out in the open. Or you could just clip it onto the crotch grabber arm like we've seen with other USB powered figures. This little ponytail, I can't quite tell if it's wired based off these pics. If it is, that will be a nice touch. The armor is all sculpted plastic, but it looks awesome. It's pitted, there are some scratches on the surface, there's soot and carbon scoring, a bit of Star Wars lingo for you. And we've got a split cut design, of course, for the gauntlet and the glove itself. There are some cables connecting the hand to the gauntlet. Will that get in the way of range of motion? Potentially. But because you can rotate the hand and the gauntlet together, yeah, I don't think it's going to be a big deal at all. I don't think it's going to restrict anything. This is not Hot Toys' first rodeo when it comes to rubbery cables out in the open like this. It is their first time having the cables come out from underneath the suit, then connect to the gauntlet and the hand, though. The way they've connected it for the prototype does look quite rough. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near as rough for the final production version. Hot Toys have earned the benefit of the doubt at this point. So he also has this rubbery plastic neck guard thing and the chest armor that comes up to a point. If the suit was made of pleather, I would be worried about that point pressing up against the undersuit. Because I don't think it is, I don't think it's going to be a massive issue. So once again, no worries, I hope, about the undersuit. If it is made of fabric, oh, this boy is going to be a dream to pose. Please, Hot Toys, do not let us down. Use that waxy, canvasy material to your advantage. Those spikes on his fingers are so freaking visually interesting. This guy on any Star Wars shelf is going to pop, even though he's wearing an all black, for the most part, outfit. The skirt is this tattered, textured fabric, and it's wired. They haven't done a brilliant job of posing it at the event. Not to worry though, you can do a significantly better job when you get your copy in hand. I genuinely cannot wait for this guy. That helmet design, oh, it is outstanding. The yellow stripes down the front, the battle damage, the fins on the side, the Mandalorian style visor, the old school Leia bounty hunter Boosh style mouthpiece. It's just so much of the best parts of Star Wars merged into one sick looking helmet. So even if he did come with a Sam Witwer head sculpt, I know I complained about it earlier and I stick by what I said. I can't confidently say that I would have him displayed with it because this helmet is a masterpiece. In terms of the design, figure execution wise, they also did a really good job. The visor is crisp, the lines are sharp, and the battle damage with the subtle weathering is on point. Now that I know the outfit, once again, fingers crossed, isn't made of pleather, this guy stands the chance of being one of my favorite Star Wars figures in the entire collection. I have very fond memories of firing up The Force Unleashed back in the day, and I spent hours and hours playing that game. This was one of my favorite Star Wars games. And it still is. I know they did a remaster relatively recently, so I might have to pick it up again and give it another go. Because this outfit, this game, is just the shit. I can't believe Hot Toys actually decided to give us Starkiller. I never thought I'd see the day. Now, I have popped a link once again in the description below to Pop Collectibles. As always, do your own research, make sure you're comfortable before buying. I have also included a discount code, Justin's Collection, for 5% off your order if you do decide to buy from them. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon, and join button if you like the sound of seeing your name in the end credits of my reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next video.